If you've been part of something and you've made it, you want to see it to its logical conclusion.
Do you think as a band, you're relatively large group of musicians? For you, how does it work out now for tours like this? Is that something you all take time off of jobs, or how does that go to organize that all?
People do different things. I mean, you know, it's difficult to coordinate. So we're 7 people as a live band, so it's difficult to coordinate. I mean, people do different things, whether they've got other little musical projects they do, or family commitments. It's always difficult, but everyone's so up for the journey we're on now, the touring, the new album, the promoting the new album.
Yeah.
So it's actually a real kind of pleasure to be doing it at the moment.
If you've been part of something and you've made it, you want to see it to its logical conclusion. So you want to gig and you want to tour and you want to get out there and play them live. So I think everybody is here because they want to be here.
Yeah, because if former members left the band due to other projects, maybe I found out you also have your own maybe solo or other groups that you work with. You know? Yeah, but is there in Oi Va Voi a sort of rule that each one gets his space when needed to do other stuff as well, or is
this doesn't really come up. It's, you know, we've all contributed so much to this album, and it has been a labour of love because it has been without a record company. Nobody's driven it but ourselves individually. So it's just natural to want to, in a way, to show off and say this is what we've created. It will always be a priority because of that. I don't know, I think we're all just so proud of the album that we want everybody to hear it and to like it as well. Okay,
and maybe, you explore different genres. What would you say maybe it would be Oi Va Voi's boundaries when it comes to exploring new elements and music style?
Boundaries would be,
jazz, no.
More jazz maybe?
No. Go on.
I think as long as we retain the same instrumentation, I think that's a very big part of it. You know, like we could try different. Well, we do on this album. You know, there's quite a few different styles. You know, a song like Dusty Road is quite sort of country blues, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, other song like Waiting might be slightly more orchestral or sort of. But I think it's keeping the same instrumentation normally. Speaking, having said that, Waiting's got a strum stick on it. And
but
yours got a
clarinet, trumpet and violin are quite a combination that you don't get offered. So
trumpet, violin, and I think we know. I mean, we write all kinds of stuff. I was going to say all kinds of shit, but he can delete that.
No, because I found that.
You know, and so you just kind of I don't know how we know, but we know when
it is weird. It is a really.
Yeah, it's not good enough, or if it's not appropriate, I don't know.
There's a very finely defined filtering system that we have now that we built up over years and years.
Where we Josh. I don't know how we do it, but we do. Maybe somehow between us, we all kind of go. Yeah, that's definitely not quite right.
Yeah,
but I think if it's right, we don't question it.
One day we should release the album of demos that didn't make it.
Oh my God,
that would be
there'll
really
be a reason. Yeah.
I mean, between us, we must have 50 songs that probably most of them were kind of fought over. Some of them we all knew wouldn't make it. Some of them people were like, "This is the one," and like they never quite made it. And you know, we at the end of the day, there has to be. You know, we all know deep down what is right, and we filter it.
But the producers also helped with that. Decisions as well. It's for their sort of independent. They can see.
Yeah.
Do you have the feeling that everyone? I mean, you mentioned less jazz, and you were maybe cutting some enthusiasm a little bit. But is it? Could you maybe describe your role as? Overlooking the whole thing a little bit?
I don't think so. I think the 3 original members, me, Nik on guitar and Steve the clarinetist, we have the clearest idea of what Oi Va Voi is about, obviously because we started the band and we keep it going along with Bridgette and Dave and Anna. So between us we set the standard. We set we set the direction and we set the standard, and it's just not allowed to slip below that standard.
Yeah,
basically, because we take pride in what we do, and it's not, it's our art, it's our craft, and it's what we do, and it's really important that we keep the standards up.